back to another video in People Playground. Today, Billy just got his surgery. We need to fix that ugly brain of his. So, guys, today we're gonna be doing some brain surgery on Billy, if you know what I mean. Here, Billy, come here. I'm gonna shoot you in the brain. Ready, bud? All right. It's only gonna hurt for a second. I just want you to know that this isn't anything personal, Billy. Right? It's nothing personal. It's nothing personal, bud. It's nothing personal, you know. You're a good boy, Billy. Oh wait, this stabbed into him and saved his life imminently. There you go, bud. Alright, now stay on the ground. I just want you to know it's gonna hurt worse if you keep moving. Don't worry, Billy. It's alright, bud. It'll feel better later when I fucking blow your brains out. There you go, Billy. Now let me just quickly clear these spikes out the ground. And, there you go, Billy. You're feeling good, right? Oh no, here, let me let that drop on your face. Oh, what was that? You want a lance in you? Here. Take it. Oh, you said you wanted $1. Oh, I'm sorry, bud. I thought you said you wanted a lance. Yeah, don't worry. I got you, bud. Oh, you did say lance. Here. Let me just, There you go, bud. See, you're alright. You're alright. What the fuck happened to your head right there, bud? But I'm sorry to tell you this, but you're dying. Unless I take that out of you, you're gonna die. Your body can't fully heal you. Oh, that's why I couldn't revive this poor kid. I split him in half when I did that. Oh, well, test subject 1 has died. Reviving test subject 533,251. What happens if you take an android and you let him from humans? Well, let's see what happens. So we take out our energy sword and we fucking turn it on. It shoots his head and he dies from it. Then we let it drop, then we let it stick into his body. Then we choke him through, and we watch the human burn. Beautiful. That sounded very sadistic, but beautiful. That was such a beautiful death. That sounds so weird to say, but alright, let me just quickly copy this because, you know, I'm gonna obviously have to keep putting them in. But oh, what was that, Billy? You want to get shot? All right. Oh, you don't want to get shot. Oh, I thought you said you wanted to get shot. Oh, you want to be frozen? Here. I got you. Oh, what was that? You guys want to be frozen too? Here, let me just, Yep, excuse me. Oh my god, I accidentally froze his face. Oh shit, he's dead, he's dead, he's dead, he's full dead. No, Billy! No, Billy! Billy, no, how could you do it to me? I made no mistakes, how could you stop me? Oh, what's that? My heat radar, I'm freezing. Oh, fuck, he's on fire. Billy, get the fire extinguisher. No! Extinguish the lava. Yeah, here, just come here. Burn for a second. Yeah, we need to delete that real quick. The system had went off and all the people had died, and then we had to switch to a different room because I got bored of that room. Alright guys, so let's go to sea and kill some evil people. Ah, doop-a-doop-a-doop, what a lovely day it is today. Nothing can ruin it yet. What the frick? What are you doing, Mr. Android? Get the frick in the water. And that's how little Billy died. He got his neck snapped. This man was down here just listening in. The androids, them little crackers, they took over. They had killed the president. They had killed little Jimmy. And then these guys got guns and they were like, the fuck you shit. And then he shot himself in the head. He shot himself in the head. Falling on his head, making a corpse. They threw their humans away. They threw the gun down. The man got hit with the gun. He couldn't swim anymore. Then somebody with the Then they threw an android down there because he died. One of the people, they started bleeding and it was very bad. Yeah, I just gotta quickly patch him up, if you know what I mean, guys, because I don't want him to die, because I'm trying to make a little roleplay experience here and stuff like that, so. I think he got knocked out. Here, let me just put a life syringe on these two. We'll pretend that this guy that's next to him survived the bullet shot and shit like that, so. They threw all the weapons they got in the ocean. Like an idiot. They should have freaking had those weapons. Yeah, those like the next thing when they caught was James Bond. He was like, "Alright, Sonny, I'm gonna have to ask you to step the fuck back before I blow your brain out." And they were like, "No." Started shooting, but that wouldn't do anything. So he pulled out a fucking flintlock pistol and was like, "Fuck you." That still wasn't doing anything, so he was like, "You know what, fuck this shit." He pulled out a P90 and he was like, "Fuck you." He actually killed one. He grabbed it, threw it overboard, didn't expect it to hit anybody, and it didn't. He expected it not to hit anybody. The P90 wasn't working anymore, so he pulled out a fucking grenade launcher and said, "Fuck this shit, if I die, oh well." The androids were now dead. The androids then retreated. The one right here, he was like, "Fuck." He was like, and he started building the army up. All of these guys are dying from the. Yeah, let me just get the boat out, because, I mean, I have a boat right now. Do I still have it? Yes, I do. I have the boat still, so we'll pretend that they got the boat and they got on it and shit like that, and let's pull these guys up before they jump. He fell. Now, if they had the life syringe, they could bring anybody back to life. But they found this man that was in the ocean and shit like that, and, you know, decided, hey, we might as well bring him back. We need all the humans we can get, because, you know, the answer is dead, hurry, boy. He then got up and was like, "Where's them motherfuckers?" He then shot this man in the neck. My nuts. And he was like, "Oh my gosh, I'm so sorry. I thought you were an android." He then pulled out a life syringe that he just found in the ocean. Was like, "No, fuck it. I'm gonna use it to grab that man behind me." He shot him in the leg. He was like, "Ow!" And then fuck. And then why am I stuttering? Why am I acting like I'm stuttering? What the fuck? Alright, so then, I don't know what to say. It's weird when you don't know what to say for, like, a roleplay experience that you're doing in People Playground. Alright, so then, I honestly don't know what to say anymore, but, so James Bond was like, "You know what, fuck this shit, I'm out." He started shooting his grenade launcher off. And he was shooting it so high, the shots were landing close to the androids. They were like, "Oh no, we're gonna die." So then James Bond took a leap. He took a faithful leap. He was like, "Fuck this shit, I'm out." He was expecting to land in the water, but he landed on this man's head, knocking him out instantly. they then one of them died, but the last time they just revived him. James Bond wasn't looking too pretty either. He looked like it looked like he had shit his pants. This is very weird, but yeah, one of the crates fell, making it to where it wasn't safe anymore. But so then they needed a way to move it. So they took a chance in using this. Away from these damn fucking robots. So what they did was they attached about 5 of these to the thing, and then alright, so then they attached like 5 of them to the starboard, and it was like, and then they decided to fucking put themselves on a normal rocket, and when they did that, they regretted it immediately because they placed it the wrong way. And what they didn't know was the power it had inside of it, and when they attached it, the boat didn't sink, and it yeah, they all were just chilling, and one of them died, and that, but then this happened. A new boat came along. Yeah, a new boat. A new boat. They all got on it. They even tried to get out. I'm just gonna like. I'm just gonna revive it. Thruster to this thing, which, as you've seen, like what happened last time, it wasn't too well, but I'm gonna try to at least attach like 4 mini thrusters. We're also gonna attach a mini thruster here to the front, facing down towards the water, so that then when the downforce and stuff like that happens, it'll make it to basically where the thing will freaking go forward. And it didn't work as usual. Alright, so let me just take a look at this, and oh, that's probably why we didn't do it right. We're also going to use some heat pipes to just make sure we secure it down good enough. And yeah, just because heat pipes are cool and we like heat pipes. And, God damn it, I thought I secured it good. In my life, I should just fucking have been destroyed, or at least it was was on fire. They had no other choice but to release the parts that were destroyed, or at least that's what I thought I was gonna do. It turns out that we actually burnt part of the ship that's important and crucial, so I gotta just attach that right back right now, so, haha. Ah, damn it, I hate myself sometimes, but, yeah, I hate this game sometimes, but, yeah, there we go. Let's just, attach this a few more times, and attach this one a few more times. Let's make this a little more bolder. And there we go, that should be good. What the fuck? God damn it. We'll go ahead and destroy. They were stuck, stranded, or so they thought. They then found a way to get the thruster to stay on. So first what they did was they used metal to hold it into place, and then in case that metal broke, they had steel bindings here. And in case that broke, they had cables. And that was just a precaution. But the engine stopped running, so they couldn't move anymore. They just had to hope that the coast would, tides would bring them. But what they also didn't know was that the freaking stupid robots were figuring out ways to get across. They were like, yeah, I'll use our brains and stuff like that they had and shit like that. And they figured out a way to use distance here, like a lot of distance, to reach out far enough to where they could fucking attack them. That's a great move. And, so, basically, they used their big brain moves. Big brains have lots of moves. With how big their brains were, they figured out easily how to make one of these. It was the most biggest freaking bridge out there in just 2 minutes. They worked so fast. They work faster than humans do. They then copied the bridge. And then what they did, well, you'll think it's unbelievable, alright? So they then shut it down, obviously, so that they could fucking... So then what they did was they froze this one right here. They froze it. I froze this ship too. I don't think that was supposed to happen, but yeah, just drop it like that. Drop it like it's hot. Drop it like it's hot. Now let's just use some cables here to hold it up and shit like that. And just because since the AI can't or the robots can't go on water and shit like that, we gotta make a bridge for them. Alright, let me just go ahead and make America great again. My name is Donald J. Trump, and let's make America great again, boys. Boys, I'm about to get the boys out here. So with their stupid robot intelligence, they were able to stretch this out far enough to, I don't think that was supposed to happen. Just, quickly delete all this because it's not working, and, pull out an actual bridge that I have saved, from my experiments with life. And let me just copy as much as I need currently, and let me just... quickly delete some of this. Yep. Quickly freeze like this part of the bridge right here. And there we go. It would seem that their bridge had broken and that they barely could stay afloat now. But they also had a good mechanic on board who was able to fix it in 2.5 fucking seconds. They had James Bond. The legend himself, James Bond. He was fixing the bridge and the build, and he was fixing the crappy boat and stuff like that. And when the robots started attacking, he told him, "You better freaking let me fix this bridge, or else I'll use my James Bond moves on you and stuff like that." And yada yada yada, blah blah blah. James Bond, and basically he turned on. One of them had gone overboard, and then they died from the shark. Everybody yeah, there was blood and all like that, and basically he died. They then realized that if they fell in the water, they would die forever. They would not come back, so they all until they reached the bridge that the androids were coming across. They were like, "Fuck you!" and "Fuck this, fuck that, at your mom," and shit like that. And the androids were like, "The fuck did you just say about my mom?" The androids then started walking towards them, not knowing that if they got on that boat, they would die. The androids couldn't get on, they'd get electrocuted. James Bond. James Bond was not. He pulled out his grenade launcher and said, "Fuck you, I'm gonna do what I was supposed to do 30 years ago." He pulled out his grenade launcher and was like, "Fuck this shit, I'm out." He fired 5 shots at the bridge. Higher. He made it up to where it's just, you know, the one guy that survived was like, "No, all my friends are dead." Then the two that were supposed to die came back. They were like, what do you mean? We're not dead. I can't move my legs. I'm paralyzed." And then they all came close to each other and said, "All right, we're gonna use the syringe. It's a new prototype syringe. I made it." James Bond was like, "All right." They all looked shocked because they seen him blow himself up. Alright, yeah, I'm back alive. James Bond never dies. Nor does Technoblade, but, let's not talk about it. Shoot it. They all started, like, and they were all like, and then, they shot the normal, to revive their body parts and stuff like that, and then Billy said, shoot me in the head. He pulled out a fucking Desert Eagle and fucking blew his brains out, but... Ouch, 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 my God. He then wasn't dying, so then James Bond got so anxious that he pulled out a fucking minigun and started just demolishing his body. So then James Bond had to pull out a life syringe and fucking stop them from bleeding out, so then the game didn't crash. James Bond was burnt, was nearly burnt. Just kidding, James Bond was fine. What they didn't know was that electricity could kill them. They thought they were invincible. That was until Billy found this new syringe. It was like, and then walked up to James and was like, hey, yeah, They then didn't know that he had two syringes. Electrocuting everybody. They all lit on fire, and they were all dying as they spoke. But what they didn't know was that there was a fire extinguisher nearby, and it lit them both off. They all got put out before the dream crashed. They were all like, what the fuck was that, and shit like that, until they realized that it was Billy who had been sabotaging them this entire time. They were like, Billy, you betrayed our trust and stuff like that, so now we're gonna kill you. But before they could, all the androids started walking towards them. It turns out Billy was an android, and he turned out to be an android. He shed his skin and turned into an android. He was like, I guess you guys figured it out too fast. I guess you guys were really that smart. Well, it seems like your guys are outnumbered here, and you guys are currently being chased after. So, more androids started showing up on that side. They couldn't leave. They were now surrounded. James Bond was like, guys, it's been an honor knowing y'all. But I'm not gonna let you guys die. I'd rather die before you guys, so. He then pulled out a bed that could fly. And then he pulled out a bed. He pulled out a bed, like 3 beds. He pulled out 3 beds. He put them on there. Wait, before he did, he made sure to make it to where these beds would not fall off at all. And then he welded these guys down to the beds to make sure that they wouldn't fall off either. And then we're like, fireworks against them. He said, boys, wait. they them and move them They all live happily ever after. Just kidding. One of them died during this. Billy. Billy was an android, so he died, obviously. They then will put out James, John, Jimmy John. His leg was literally burned. He was like, it was burned so fucking bad. But the android, they still can't. There was one still left. So James, he grabbed the fucking electricity device and electrocuted him. The rest of the guys even got electrocuted too, but it was worth it. He made sure he could ride the android screen. He also made the fucking that bitch up. They then all were on fire when they put themselves out with like this. They also forgot about the other androids behind them, so James turned his back. It was a big mistake because then he got shot in the head. James died. They were like, oh, James Bond just like, no, they wanted to say that this entire time. A beam shot hit one of the robots and imminently. They found an ion cannon in James' pocket, so they started firing it at the robots. It broke after a while, so they couldn't continue it. But what they did was they healed themselves. They healed themselves up real nice and shit like that. And James was still dead. Like, is that James? They seen something, they were like, wait, is that James? They stabbed it, and it turned out it was James. He was still alive, but his body was completely demolished. He said, I want you to get me a new body, boys. All this was put behind them. They all put it behind them. So, like, they cleaned up everything. And stuff like that. And 2 years later, James Bond and the boys are still living happily ever after in the afterlife. That was until an android came and said, "Hey," until a police officer came and said, "Hey, yeah, we've heard the rumor, we heard reports of you shooting people over here, and we're here to take you in." The boys were like, "You guys can't kill us. You guys can try, and you can't kill us at all. We have a serum in us that makes it so we can't die." Officer pulled out a gun and said, "Want that boy?" He was like, "Yeah." James died. They were like, "What?" They then pulled out a minigun and they were like, "What the fuck?" The officers then dropped their guns and said, "Please don't hurt us." They then seen him pull out a syringe. They were like, "What the fuck is he doing?" He then stabs it into James Bond. He then gets up and is like, "Did you just shoot me?" And he's like, sir, He then pulls out a syringe, stabs himself in the head with it. His face then becomes new. The syringe accidentally hits his lady cop. No, never mind. It penetrates this officer's head. It's like, ouch! What the frick was that? These guys start spazzing out. They're like, no! This guy dies. He kicks the officer in the head. So she pulls out his gun and is like, "Oh no, he's a zombie." She shoots him. He's like, "Ouch! Ouch, you stupid, crazy bitch! You just..." She then thinks they're all zombies, so she starts shooting them, but then it turns out they were actually zombies, and they got back up. She then moves away, telling them to protect her. Then James Bond pulls out a rifle. He pulls out an assault rifle and is like, "You know what, I don't got time for this." He then pulls out a rifle and goes, "Fuck you, zombies." He starts trying to murder them, but they don't die. So he gets bitten and he's like, "Ah!" The lady cop is now their friend. Then like, "This is just like the beatbox wars, boys." He then pulls out a fucking LMG and is like, "It's been nice knowing you, zombies." He then lasers them all, killing them all instantly. Kills the zombies instantly. And then these two cops are like, what? Oh no, please don't kill us. We're human. They cower. They just start cowering, and they're like, "No, please don't kill us." He says, if you can tell me what gun this is, I will let you live. And one of them says, Panzer, Faust. He's like, "That's right." Fires like 100 shots off with the Panzer, and they're like, "What the? That's only supposed to have one shot per shot." But one of them gets hit in the head so hard he faints. So they're like, "No, we might as well revive these guys. These guys are like the only you know, I mean, boys. I mean, they were just trying to do their jobs. I mean, you can't blame them and stuff like that. So, but James was still bleeding the entire time. So then he stabbed himself with the syringe and stuff like that. He then becomes, he looks like a new human. He's like, "You know what, why don't we put this behind us, we could all be friends and stuff like that." I mean, I got the weapons to freaking guard this place, and stuff like that. And then it turns out he had 20 freaking, he had a tank. He had a tank right outside, and it was covered up so they didn't see it. Their car was like right there, just in front of the freaking car. in front of the freaking tank, and then he was like, you know what, fuck it. He then dragged the tank back down and stuff like that, and basically, yeah, part 2 will be out tomorrow. Actually, part 2 will be recorded the same day, but yeah, I'm gonna, you know, just put the tank right there and stop the video. So yeah, it's been nice knowing you guys. I gotta make these videos stop at like 50 minutes, because if not, then I can't upload it. So yeah, it's been nice knowing y'all. I'll see you guys later. Goodbye.